You've joined the gym, you've been doing a program for a little while, but now you're stuck with what to do next. In this video, we're going to look at when and how often you should change your training program in order to make progress with your fitness. My name's Alvin, I'm a fitness coach based in Bristol in the UK, and if you're watching this video, chances are that you've either recently started at the gym for the first time or you've just come back after a long break, maybe due to work or injury or something like that. You've signed up to the gym, you've decided what exercises to do, and you've done the hardest part, actually getting there and doing the thing for a few weeks. But now that you've been doing this for a little while, you're hit with another problem: what to do next. If you're at this stage and you don't make the right choice, you're in danger of either not making any progress or even going backwards, losing motivation early, and even quitting the gym altogether. And after all the positive steps you took to get to that stage, ending up back at square one isn't going to feel any good. So, do you stay with the same exercises indefinitely, or do you change everything and start a completely new program? Does it even matter? Surely just doing some form of exercise is the big thing, right? Well, it absolutely does matter, so let's take a look at why that is a little bit more closely. By the way, if you have just started or returned to the gym, drop a comment and let me know how you're getting on, what you've been successful with, and if there's anything that you're struggling with at the moment. So, why does it matter when you change your training program? When you do resistance training or any type of exercise for that matter, you encourage your body to make adaptations, i.e. build extra muscle, improve your cardiovascular system, improve how your nervous system works, etc., etc. In order for those adaptations to happen, you need to be giving your body regular hits of that same training stimulus so that it knows it needs to make a change. Plus, regularly seeing those same exercises will help you to learn the movements and to improve your technique. So, using those same exercises for a period of time is essential to getting anywhere with your exercise. I'll get to exactly how long that period of time should be in a bit. So, if that's the case, then why not just carry on with the same exercises forever and ever? Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Well, that's not the case for a few reasons. Number one, adaptation plateaus. We just talked about how your body adapts to your training. Well, eventually it adapts so much that it can handle whatever it is you're throwing at it much more easily. So there's no need for it to adapt anymore and you stop making progress. Number two, overuse injuries. Repeatedly doing the same exercise sessions can lead to overuse injuries where the same parts of the body are getting worked over and over and over again and they get injured. And guess what? You stop making progress. Number three, boredom. Let's be honest, we all have different boredom thresholds. I mean, some people manage to watch golf. But after a while, seeing the same exercises month after month starts to get tedious. So changing your training routine is important, but if it's good to do the same exercise for a while, but it's also good to change them, when exactly should you make the switch and what should you change? A good rule of thumb is to assess your program after at least 4 weeks, particularly for you at this stage of your training. After 4 weeks, take stock of how you feel and whether or not you're still making progress, i.e. is your strength improving? Is your movement getting better? Are you bored? If the answers to those are all negative, it's probably time to make a change, and I'll tell you how shortly. But if they're all positive, you can keep going with that program for another week and then repeat that little check-in. So again, if you're feeling good, carry on for another week. And then after the 6th week, it's always a good point to kind of hit refresh before things get a bit too stagnant. To recap, every 4 to 6 weeks is a good point to check in with your routine. So if you check in and do decide to change things, how do you do that? Well, just quickly before we get to that, if you found this video helpful at all, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I'll be bringing you more tips over the coming weeks to help you regain confidence, not just in how your body looks, but what you're able to do with it. So hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Okay, so you know you need to switch things up. So what's the simplest way to do that? What do you change? It'll depend on the particular program that you've been following, but this can be as simple as moving on to a more challenging version of an exercise. Let's take a squat, for example. Now, if for the last 4 to 6 weeks you've been doing a bodyweight squat onto a box or onto a chair, now try and doing it onto a lower box, or maybe even without the box or without the chair. Now, if you've been doing a goblet squat, now try doing a dumbbell front squat instead. That's going to be the next progression for you. By doing that, you're changing the stimulus just enough that you'll continue to see improvements, engage different parts of your body, and make the exercise more interesting again, but not changing it so much that you're having to start again from scratch. And in that way, you've got a good balance of consistency and some variety as well. Remember, we want to see an exercise for long enough to improve, but not so long that it becomes stagnant. So now you know why it's important to stick with exercises for a period of time, but not to stick with them forever. 4 to 6 weeks being the sweet spot for that. And you know how to make some small adjustments to your program without overhauling it entirely. This way you can keep making progress, avoid injury, and prevent boredom in your workout routine. I'll be back soon with another video, but until then, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.